Today I'm back in my little chair. I haven't been in here in a while. I'm usually over there in front of my tree, but today I wanted to just be comfy and relax, lay back in my beautiful little papasan chair. But today I'm going to tell you about the time I met Colleen Ballinger, Miranda Sings. It was a beautiful day. It was last week. I live about an hour and a half from Orlando, so I decided, well, she's coming to Orlando, so obviously I'm coming to Orlando. She told us about her tour in November, and I immediately got tickets. Well, one ticket, and it was a meet and greet ticket, and I was very excited because I'm gonna meet Miranda Sings, you know. But the house was on the market, and I know that if I told my parents, they would be like, wow, you're really stupid. So I didn't tell anybody. And then finally in February this month, I finally told them, guess what? I'm gonna go meet Miranda Sings. And they were still like, that's so irresponsible because you have a car payment and you have this and you have that. And I'm like, can you just let me have this for once? You know, don't ruin things. I decided I was going to get an Airbnb and go to Orlando all by myself like the big girl I am. And I did, and it was so cool to have my own place for a little bit. And I had a little vacation from everyone and everything, which was nice. The day finally came. I drove there. It was at the Plaza Live, which I'd never gone to, but my Airbnb was 7 minutes away, which was awesome. And to get there, you took all back roads. So I just loved that. The parking was free, which was amazing. There was plenty of parking for everyone. I came early because we had to go early for the meet and greet. The check-in started at 3:30, and then the meet and greet would start around 4:15-ish. So it took kind of a little bit to get everyone situated and to get her to actually come out and talk with us. But when she did, it was very exciting. And while I was in line, I was reading on my phone just to have something to do to pass the time. And I hear from behind me, are you here alone too? And I turned around and this girl was standing there and she started talking to me. And I was like, yeah, hi, I'm alone. And her name is Sam and she's 22 and she works at Disney. And we had a lot of fun talking and chatting, and it was a lot of fun having someone there because I didn't think anybody would talk to me. I didn't expect anybody to, but it definitely made the time fly by because otherwise the whole experience would have felt like a very long time because the show didn't even start until 7 and the show really didn't start until 7:15. So we got there at 3:30 and the show didn't even start until 7:15. That's a lot of time to just wait around. Ooh, it was a lot of waiting. So it was very, very nice to have someone to talk to and pass the time and get some drinks with because we definitely needed it. So her and I both got a little drinky drink. I got a margarita and she got something with Malibu and Coke, maybe, Malibu and juice. We just stood around and talked with each other and got to know each other, which was awesome. There were so many things that were very similar. And then I asked her, where are you sitting? Right next to me. What are the odds of these things happening? Things are so freaky right now. I swear the timing is so weird right now. I don't know what's going on in the world, but I keep having all these coincidences happen and I'm just like, what is happening here? So that was insane for her to sit right next to me when there were like hundreds of people in this line and thousands of people that fit in the actual theater, and she sits next to me. Too weird. I don't know, man. So we got to hang out the whole time, and that was very, very fun. It was super cool to hang out with her, and she's such a cool girl, so I was very, very excited that I got to meet her and hang out with her. Colleen came out finally. She had probably like a 10 to 15 minute Q&A, so she answered a couple questions. There were a lot of theater questions. I didn't know a lot of it because I'm just getting into theater, and it's because of her. So I didn't know a lot of the things that she was talking about, but a lot of the people in the audience did, and I'm sure a lot of them know about it because Colleen showed them the theater world. She answered a couple questions, and then they had everyone line up for meet and greet. And for me, I'd always wanted a picture of me in between her legs, and I feel like she's so like chill about it that I didn't think she'd have a problem with it, but I was still scared to ask, and I was talking myself out of it the whole time. I was sitting there and I'm like, I want to go in between her legs. I think that would be a funny picture, and I think she'd be totally cool with it because she was wearing pants, so it's not a big deal. It's not like I'm going to be like looking up her crotch or anything. Not that I would anyway, obviously, but I didn't think she'd have a problem with it, and she's so goofy, I thought she would kind of think it's funny. So I asked her and she was like, yeah, sure, whatever. And so I got in between her legs and went like this and took a little picture. It was pretty cute. She said, do you want it real or do you want it weird? And I'm like, no, I want it real. I want it to be cute. And so we did, and it was cute. But when it was my turn, I went up to her and I hugged her, and she said, I love the purple hair. And I said, thank you. And then I asked her, if I could go in between her legs, and she said, yeah, sure. And then I hugged her again. The people who hugged her before me, like, they were just like, okay, bye. And I'm like, no, I'm going to hug her. Oh my God, I'm finally getting to meet her, and when am I going to meet her again? So I held on tight, man. Not too long, not too tight, because that's a little freaky, but just long enough to where it's like, okay. Yes, this is wonderful. Rachel was there, their cousin who works for them. He was there, and Corey was there, and Eric was there. So everyone was there. I know that Gwen was at home with Flynn. So they were not at home. They were somewhere with Flynn. So he wasn't there, but just like Colleen said in her video, it was better for everyone that he wasn't there because he would have been stuck in a room and super bored. And I think he was at the beach or something. Very fun. It was a whirlwind. And then finally the show started, and the show is hilarious. It is so funny. She did say it was a brand new, completely new show, and there were a few things that had already happened. She does the magic thing again with the sword, just for a second though. And there were other parts of it that it's like, oh, I've seen this before. Like the hate comments, I'd seen that before. So there are some things that aren't new, which I really wish it was a completely new, brand new show that we'd never seen before. But it kind of wasn't, which kind of sucks a little bit. But still, all of the parts that were new were hilarious. The whole show was just amazing. And it was so nice to finally see it in person. I'd watched one on YouTube because I didn't think she'd ever come to Orlando, and it's like, well, I'm not going to Tampa because that's a long drive. I just figured, well, I guess I'll see her in a couple years or something. Especially because she said that she's not going to tour for a while. We all knew that wasn't true. I heard that and I was like, yeah, okay. Like, you could get away from performing. Like, no, that's her favorite thing to do, is to perform. So I didn't think for a second that she would be done touring ever. Like, she's always going to do it because that's her favorite thing. That's her favorite part of her whole job. And that's my favorite part too, because I get to meet her. Definitely a really good show. It was the Who Wants My Kid show. And I got a few things, so I want to show them to you. The first thing is a lanyard, and we got that for VIP. And then I bought this cute pin, and it's half her and half Miranda. Super, super cute. Lots of detail goes into this teeny little pin, and I just put it on the lanyard like this. And I think what I want to do is put some hooks in the wall, maybe in the next house, and have all my lanyards displayed, because I have this one and I also have one when I met the Jonas Brothers, and I have a couple more lanyards like from Playlist Live and stuff like that. I think it would be cool to have a whole lanyard collection. That would be pretty neat. The next thing I bought is actually the Daisy May lipstick, and you're not going to be able to tell, but it's actually glittery. This is beautiful packaging. It says Colleen, and it has a picture of her on this side, ingredients, and then her on this side. And then when you get the Miranda one, it's half Colleen, half Miranda, which I think is a great touch. Then on the top it says Daisy May. You open it, the inside is all purple too. And the actual like container is like a shiny metallic purple, and it says Colleen with a little heart, and there's a heart on the top, and then in the bottom it says Daisy May. And then boop, and there it is. It is a beautiful shade. I've never used it. It's in like pristine condition right now. It's beautiful. I can't wait to use this. I'm just like so excited. It feels so special, and it's something different. It's not just another makeup thing from a YouTuber. It feels a lot more personal, and I'm really happy about it. I did want the Miranda one too, but I didn't pick it up because I don't really wear reds, so I was like, well, it's not very realistic to buy it, but I feel like I should have bought it anyway. Maybe she'll have them. I know Miranda Sings Lipstick is the website, mirandasingslipstick.com, and I think they're 18 there. This was 20. I feel like I remember them being $18 before, but 20 bucks for a lipstick is kind of expensive. So I didn't want both. I wanted to pick, but now I'm like, dang, I wish I had both. But more so for a collecting standpoint, not just to wear. And then the final thing I picked up is a poster, and it's this poster. I do wish this came free with our meet and greet, because when I met the Jonas Brothers, we got a free signed poster. So I wish this came free, but it was $30, which is pretty pricey actually. But I definitely wanted it. I thought it was very special. I'd always seen her make these, and I always thought it would be really cool to have a signed one. She was signing books. I didn't think she would sign books. I don't even know where my books are. They're in a box somewhere. If I knew she was going to sign books, I would have brought my books for her to sign, but I didn't, and that's a real bummer. But either way, it was a great time. I think if you are going to see her and you have her books, bring her books with you so that way you can get them signed. She'll sign those. If I had any tips, I would say bring something to read or something to do, because it's a lot of waiting. Have fun. It's a very fun, really just super exciting time. The whole time is very exciting. She has a little place where you can give her gifts, so if you want to give her gifts, go for it. I didn't bring her a gift or anything, but other people did, so it's not like she came away with nothing. She had plenty of stuff, and she has enough, you know, she doesn't need anything from me. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you want it, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.